incredible, isn't it? Yeah, it's a great story. We all watched the events unfold in the playoff final. We're all concerned. And it's been nothing but positivity since that day. So he's had some great news, back to normal, and now playing in the Premiership, which is, unbelievable for him as well. It's always going to be a challenge when you get promoted from the Premiership. I think the club itself in Luton have done really well to be where they're at, with the resources that they've got available to them. But for him personally, he should be very proud of how he's recovered after it. And like I said, a dream of his was to play in the Premiership, and he's now achieved that. Yeah, of course, yeah, not a problem. He was a young lad establishing himself in Nottingham Forest first team. I was at the game Saturday. I went to Old Trafford to watch, and I thought Forest were very, very good. To go 2-0 up after 3 or 4 minutes was an exceptional start for them. Inevitably, with the quality Man United have got, they come back into it. But young players today, and Brennan falls into this category, they're a confident breed, a confident bunch, and he's more than capable of playing at that level easily.
Because inevitably, it'll be, if he goes, it'll be seen as trying to fill certain Harry Kane's boots.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, he can't see it as that. It's a great move for him, and I liken it to what DJ went through. He'd had one great season. Brennan's had more than one great season in the Championship, by the way. He scored in the Premiership, and his record's there to be seen. DJ went from off the back of one good season in the Championship into a club in Man United, and he coped with it. I thought it was unfair towards the end of the pressure that was put on him. I think with young players, you've got to manage them really well, going into big clubs with big expectations. So for me, I wouldn't even talk about the Harry Kane situation and going in to fill that. I think he's just got to go. He's his own person. He's his own player. He's a different type of player to Harry. So, whatever club he goes to, he's going to add a lot of strengths. Yeah, it's ironic, isn't it? Luke's not being involved with Fulham, and the day I announced the squad the night before, he's on the bench and comes on. So, look, the plan with Luke is, I think, he might still go out on loan and play games at a lower level, obviously. So we see potential in him. It hasn't quite gone as I anticipated, if I'm being honest. Like with Rubin and like with JJ, and I'd wanted JJ to have played more minutes in the Championship last season. So with Luke, it's about managing him, so he'll drop back down with the 21s and have a couple of games. We've done it with Harry Wilson. When Ryan was manager, we dropped Harry Wilson back down with me at the time with the 21s, and he had a couple of games, and that benefited him. It's about giving him caps. It's good that he can come away and expose him to the environment of being with the first team, but there's nothing like playing games and having caps as well. We want that cap accumulation, so if he can go and have a couple of games with Matty with the 21s, then it'll benefit him. I think he's got a good support network around him. I know his dad. His dad used to play, didn't he? So he's been through all this himself, so I think he's got a great support network around him. First and foremost, you need that as a young lad. I don't believe he'll get carried away with it. I think he'll stay grounded. We certainly won't allow that in the changing rooms with the Wales setup. So we know him as a person, and he won't change. And I think you can't go into a club expecting to fill somebody else's boots. Like I said, I think he's a different player to Harry. So I think if he goes there, he goes with his own ability. He goes because he's Brennan Johnson and what he can offer to the team. I watched him at Old Trafford on Saturday, and I thought he was a constant threat against a top team. So he's probably, I've said it before, one of the best counter-attacking forwards in the Premiership. So, like I said, different to Harry, so he's got to go off his own ability then.